Service providers have provided managed services to enterprises for many years. However, with the advent of SD-WAN and network function virtualization, a whole new generation of managed services is emerging. The new virtual network provides enormous flexibility, but the problem is, how do enterprises decide how to deploy these new services? Should they build the network themselves, buy services from service providers, or use a hybrid approach? Should network functions be deployed on the premise or in the cloud, in public or private data centers? And which vendors and functions should be deployed? Most importantly, how much do these new services cost to deploy and operate? And how does the cost compare with my present mode of operation? ACG's all-new BAE tool for service provider sales teams helps sales engineers work with enterprise customers to answer these important questions. The BAE facilitates interactivity between service provider sales teams and key decision makers in the enterprise, providing credible analysis at each step of the sales process. The BAE allows service providers to compare SD-WAN and virtual network services to the present mode of operation to help enterprises make the decision to move to these new technologies. Compare the cost of buying managed services from a service provider versus building and operating the network yourself to convince enterprises to purchase managed services. And finally, compare the cost of different scenarios for deploying services. For example, cloud versus premise-based services. This allows sales engineers to help enterprises optimize their network. Furthermore, the BAE allows service providers to organize scenarios based on customers, verticals, and other segments, which can then be shared with other users. Stimulate network expenses for each scenario over a period selected by the user, and rate them on a scale of 1 to 5. Compare high-level charts, generate maps, and provide detailed cash flow statements for each scenario to allow for network optimization. The BAE also allows sales teams to import bulk data to model complex networks and export reports for enterprise customers. Today, service providers use web-based ROI calculators and Excel spreadsheets for these purposes. The ROI calculators have limited functionality, and while they are great for lead generation, these calculators cannot be used by sales teams to help close deals. The age-old methods of modeling networks in Excel are breaking down because Excel cannot simulate complex networks. It's difficult to maintain pricing and cost data, and Excel provides limited security. The BAE for service provider sales teams uses a new approach to selling SD-WAN services and provides much-needed tools to help close deals.